morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the 20th, I have to really think about that, of July. And we are just getting ready to go to Hollywood Studios. We have got a full day planned there, including dinner at the Rodeo Roundup at 4 o'clock, which will be exciting. We're going to do all the big rides. And we've also purchased Genie Plus for today. We've never used it before. We just thought we'd see how it worked, whether it was worthwhile or not. It's cost us $88 plus tax for all four of us for the whole day. And so far we've got Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, it is now, booked for between 10 and 11. So we are about to get in the car, hop over there, and then we'll get on that ride, and then we'll get something else booked and check out the wait times, see what else we can do in the meantime. Plan is to do absolutely anything and everything that we can and stay there for the whole day. However, it is obviously very hot, and we will be needing to take some time here and there throughout it just to chill, have a little lunch, have some shade, that kind of thing. So super excited. Sienna and I have been a good few times and done all the Star Wars, but Chris and Ollie have never done any of it. We've always just done girls' days there to go and do the Star Wars, because that's what those girls do. And then, so it'll be very exciting for them to get to see all of it and see what they think. We have got our matching t-shirts on, Sienna and I. Everybody has their Disney t-shirts that we purchased the other day, apart from Ollie's got a different one that I'd bought for him before we came out here. So we are full on Disney ready. We've got a backpack packed with big essentials, so change of clothes, sunscreen, wipes. We always take like a Tylenol for the kids, an antihistamine, an Neosporin, which is an antibacterial cream, just in case anything happens, blister plasters. But as I have said before, the parks all have baby centres and first aid centres in them, so that you can always go and purchase those things if you need to. But we just like to be over prepared. Another thing I have from when I was in Epcot in June is a charging port. One of the things that you can get from the machines around the parks, and I will find the locations of them whilst I'm there, or at least one in each of the parks. And I've got one still that, as my understanding of it is that you can take it back and switch it out for a new one. So I know exactly where they are in Hollywood Studios, so I'm going to go into that store today and try and switch my port out so that I then have an extra one. With filming, I've got loads of extra charging, little gizmos and gadgets, but that is the Disney one that you can go and purchase. So when I do that, I will make sure I film it and let you know how that all works, because it's always been super useful and I've used it loads of times. I've just never switched them over. So that will be a new experience for me today to figure that out. So with all that being said, let's get on the road. Hollywood Studios. Morning, alls. Show us your fit. Who are you wearing? Ooh, that's an H&M shirt. You got Pluto on. You look cute. All those eyes were very puffy this morning, bless them. Miss Rice. Matching t-shirt to Mummy. Feeling cute, looking cute, feeling crazy. We ready? Daddy Rice.
I'm ready.
Doesn't do matching shirts. What are we packing?
We got the rain muff ready.
The ponchos, Disney ponchos. Never better. Literally, that is terrifying on so many levels. Ollie's on gecko hunt. Normally we see so many gecko. Oh, that was a baby, yeah. We normally see so many, but we haven't really seen any here of late. But we'll find them. So we're off. We're gonna get in the
baby.
that hat. We were smart enough last summer to keep the car seats that we had bought and store them at our friend's house, because we're very lucky to be able to do so. But these were just really, really cheap on, I think we got them from Target. You can buy them on Amazon. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy your own car seats for the kids than it is to hire them for the whole time that you're there. And if you are blessed with friends over here, then you can store them in their house and then bring them out every year.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind.
So you win some and you lose parking at Disney, we could see that the cars in front of us were kind of coming to the end of the row where you want to be closer to the park, and we got directed to the other end, so we got sent right to the other end. A little bit of a walk on our hands, but it's not that big a deal. The other thing that we're going to do today, which we haven't done before, is rent a stroller, because although we do have one out here, the tyres are flat on it and we need to get a bike pump for it. It's also over in Lake Nona, so we couldn't be bothered to go there early this morning. We figured we'd just rent one for the day, see how that goes, and make the most of having a stroller still whilst we still can. Legitimately, I have always said that I'm not quite emotionally ready to not have a stroller at a Disney park yet. In the distance you will be able to see a pyramid shape, and that is the Swan and Dolphin Hotel. That is one of my favourite resorts in Disney. When I was growing up coming here, that's where we used to stay, either or Swan or Dolphin. Sometimes there's quite a big price difference between the two of them, crazily enough, because they share amenities. Good restaurants, and then there's a new Mexican restaurant which I've not been to yet that's just opened up, but I did have a night there not so long ago in June with my friend, and the rooms were just as great as ever. They're big, they're spacious, they're very clean, the beds are comfy, and we did go and grab some food later on at night after we finished in Epcot at Peekaboo's downstairs, and that was great. So it's definitely a recommended resort. It's also a Skyliner resort because it backs into the boardwalk, which is another really nice area to go out and walk around at night, and there's other hotels there, of course, such as the boardwalk and the Yacht and Beach Club. But you can also go through the International Gateway for Epcot there, so that's really helpful. It's a really easy resort because we used to come a lot with just my mum and my sister. It was a great resort for 3 girls on their own because we didn't need to drive most places, because we could just use the Disney buses or boats are also on the lake there by the boardwalk, and now we have Skyliner too. It's just a really fun place to stay. So the Swan and Dolphin isn't actually a Disney resort hotel. It's owned independently, so it's quite a good option if you're wanting to have a little less Disney on your stay, but still be very close to the magic and have all the perks of Disney hotels, such as the buses, Skyliner, boats, and you can also walk to both Hollywood Studios and Epcot from there. Bit of a tip for you: when you're parking in a Disney car park, make sure that you take a picture of the row that you're in. You will see at the end of the rows there is a number or numbers, like kind of a range, and a character normally, or something with reference to the parks inside. Otherwise you're going to do what I have done many a time, which is get lost in the car park. Okay fam, Hollywood Studios. Sienna, what are we most looking forward to?
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Okay, it's a big shout. Christopher?
Tower of Terror.
Ollie Rice, what are you looking forward to most?
The shop.
Yeah, that about summarises it. I am looking forward to, I think Rise of Resistance is probably what I'm most excited for, because it's my all-time favourite. It does. It's 2-1. Tower of Terror. Very, very excited for that too, in all fairness. And the shop. Of course, the shop. When we got in the car this morning, Chris and I both commented on the fact that it was actually a little bit cloudy this morning, but a little bit cooler, although it was quite humid still. But you can probably see from the sun shining on my face that cloud cover has cloud cover? I just made up a whole new term. Cloud cover has gone, and it is brutal already. So we will definitely be doing our best to stay hydrated and to find some shade as much as we can throughout the day. So a bit of a tip for you when you're going through security: if you have anything like this, glasses cases, extra charging units, make sure you hold them out in front of you when you walk through the scanners. It will save you a ton of time because they'll see what you're holding and they won't need to call you to search your bag for it. We had the wonderful Debbie helping us at Whirlpool. She was fantastic. Sienna has Miguel. Super cute. Ollie, who do you have? Buddy?
Daddy has.
Oh, you got Nemo.
And then Mummy, you
Mummy got Ting. So as you come in through the doorways
Okay,
of
let's go
Hollywood
try and get
Studios,
a
the
stroller.
left-hand side you have guest relations and the baby care centre, and then the stroller, wheelchair and ECV hire is over to the right-hand side. So we're going to grab a stroller now so that we're organised and that we've got somewhere to put me later on when I can't be bothered to walk anymore. It's busy, really busy, but we don't care because we're in Hollywood Studios. There we go. We've got our plate. We're off. We hired it for 2 days because we figured why not. It had a saving on it, so it made sense. And it was $54 plus tax or with tax?
No,
with tax for a double stroller for 2 days. That's all we're headed. Runaway Railway. You guys good? How's the ride? Smooth? Starbucks will forever hold a very dear place in my heart. Kristen, my best friend in the world. Her and I met outside these very gates 5 years ago now. I think it's 5 years ago. So, you know, we love you, Trolley Car Cafe. That's Starbucks, by the way, inside, if you're wondering. So we've just bypassed the stores without Ollie realising. We will go to them, we will put the poor boy out of his misery. However, right now we have a reservation. Oh, he heard me.
Guys.
When we were checking in at Whirlpool, Debbie said to us, would you like a map? And my response was, nope, I am the map. And any of my friends would agree, Halls is always the map. So we are just dropping off our stroller and then we're going to head towards the Lightning Lane for our reservation. It was at 1:05 to 11:05. So it's much like, sorry, 10:05? What did I say? 10:05 to 11:05?
1:05 to 10:11.
Whoop, never mind, she can't count. So it's much like the way that Fast Pass used to work, that you get an hour to use it with it. So we're hitting up stroller parking and then we are off to go and see Mickey and Minnie on the Runaway Railway. Standby entrance at the minute is at 50 minutes. And we're a little after 10 a.m. at the minute. We're about 10:10, I believe.
Nothing can stop us now.
So we just got through the pre-show for Mickey and Minnie, which is always funny. The guy was very funny that was doing the little skit with Goofy. I've always had kind of mixed emotions about this ride being here because I love the Great Movie Ride and grew up with it. So when I found out they were going to take it away, I was a little sad, but I have to say this is such an amazing ride. If you haven't done it, I would definitely recommend. It's even worth waiting 50 minutes.
Inside your train car at all times. Be sure to stay in your seats and keep a watch.
All aboard, guys!
This thing on. Can you all hear me way back in the back? Well, come on, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hey, Mickey and Minnie. Hooray, hooray, hooray! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls.
There they are! We'll be right back! Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's
First ride done. It was good. Off to a shop. To put Ollie out of his misery. You got Nans?
maybe in a couple of minutes.
Is it good, Alls? We just went in the store that's on the exit of the Star Tours ride. We're going to go do Star Tours now. We also bought cooling towels, which I have never had before. Oh, that looks really like it's springing wet. Oh, my goodness. A little chilly, but it works.
Okay.
How's it feeling, Nan?
Perfect.
I'm going to make yours smaller, else. There you go.
So a good thing about the Star Tours line is that normally it's very quick and moves quick because there's so many different ride vehicles that they load huge capacities up very quickly and all at once. But also a large bulk of this line is also in the shade, which is super helpful if you've got young children. So even though it's relatively quick moving, it's also one of the more comfortable rides to line up for. Chris and I have just seen a couple of people ahead of us in the row with a full-on utility belt, which is like a fanny pack or a bum bag, but with different compartments in it. He has like water, sunscreen, snacks. That guy is Disney ready, and I am like one step away from going and asking where he got it from, because what a smart move. Not the most fashion conscious item, but it works. Found your spot? No, Sienna. So we're just making a plan of attack for post-lunch. So we have a lightning lane booked for Millennium Falcon, so we're going there 12:40 to 1:40. Okay. And then we're going to go and queue up for Rise to Resistance, which at the minute is an 8 to 5 minute wait time, which on a Thursday afternoon is really not that bad. So we'll probably do that line. And then after that, we'll see where we're at. Maybe head towards Toy Story Land because we have Rodeo Roundup for 4:05. We did want to do Tower of Terror, but Tower of Terror at the minute has a 130-minute wait time, which is unheard of. That's just insane. Rise to Resistance has an 85-minute. Tower of Terror has 130 minutes on it.
I really wanted to go.
I think we will go on it, but it's just going to be later on. We hadn't intended on staying here until close, but it looks like we may well end up doing that and maybe trying to hop on it when Fantasmic's on. So when you have an allergy or an intolerance, even you can still order online on the app, which is great. But then when you get it, it'll have one of these little pegs in it. And mine did come on a separate tray at the counter. I just then put it all into the same tray so that I can carry it. So they do kind of make sure that you know which food yours is by having these little tags in, which is super helpful. So we just finished at the back lot press, I think. That's what it's called. Losing my mind. Mine was really good. How was yours? Yeah, we both had burgers. I had an allergy-friendly one. So we're about to go into the Star Wars land at this point. For me, this is the most immersive experience ever. If you've been into Pandora and you haven't done this one yet, Pandora times it by 20. You're just about getting there. It is just phenomenal the way that they have the sounds playing all around you, so you feel like there's spacecraft above you, and it's just amazing. And you don't even have to be a Star Wars fan, in my opinion, to appreciate just how good Disney did at doing this. Apart from the fact that Ollie just hit a woman with a lightsaber, we are just heading around to see if we can see these stormtroopers. Seem to be going behind the scenes again, but they have been causing quite a stir around here. Literally people shouting and going wild.
Get your sword on him. Oh, get you. Hey.
Weapons are online.
How's it done? Let's get him. Where the gun is.
Now let's go get that glass. Make the jump to light speed.
So we survived the Millennium Falcon. The pilots didn't crash too much. That was probably one of the best ones that we've done on it, because we just had the four of us in there. And it was just hilarious. We were all just screaming and going wild the whole way through it. So it was an absolute hoot. It is the most brilliant ride. It's so clever. So we've done that. I'm going to check the wait times again, and I think we're going to go and wait for Rise to Resistance. We have Toy Story Mania booked for between 2 and 3, so we want to try and get this done, then head over to Toy Story Land. We've done 3 of the pretty big rides, and we've only been here for 3 hours, and we've had lunch in that. So that is pretty impressive. I've just spotted Mando. I suddenly spotted Mando in the distance, so we headed. He's up here. Arlo's really sad because he didn't get a picture with him, but he kind of works on the premise of he picks you and you don't pick him. So we waited around until he finished his meet and greet, but then unfortunately it was time for all of us to go. So I was a little bit sad at the minute. You see him? But he is off in the distance walking with Grogu, and it is the most incredible costume. So the last that you will have heard was that we did not get picked to speak to Mandalorian. The etiquette essentially is that he will approach you and you do not approach him. Chris, being the ballsy boy that he is, decided to take Arlo off and pretty much just push him in front of him, which is not really the right etiquette. However, Ollie did get to meet him and made his day, so I will insert the pictures here because it was just so special. So we just got off Rise to the Resistance. The wait time was 95 minutes on the board. However, we were off the ride within 60. So up to the point when you go into the pre-show where Ray is, that took 40 minutes. So I classed that as starting the ride because the next bit you're on that ship that has Beck on it and you obviously get captured. Spoiler alert. It was so good. The only thing was some of the animatronics weren't working, but it wasn't the biggest deal for people like Chris who hadn't been on it before because they didn't know what they were missing, but it didn't make that much difference to the ride anyway. It was a blast. Good review?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's mega. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's so clever. The whole trackless system, the drop in it, all of it, just brilliant. So at this point now, Sienna is super hyped for the reality of being with kids at Disney. Kids do cry. It's not necessarily the happiest place on earth. Sienna really wants to go on Tower of Terror now because there is an element of Tower of Terror system, the track system in the Rise of the Resistance. So she's super pumped to get on that, but we have got reservations for that with our Lightning Lane at about 5:30. So we are now going to head towards Toy Story Land, and we're going to try and get on a couple of the rides over there before we have our reservation at Roundup Rodeo. Chris and Arlo just crabbing. I want to go on it! I want to go on it so bad. I'm trying to decide what to do. We have an hour until dinner. Slinky Dog's saying 95 minutes. Toy Story Mania is saying 55. We've done that so many times. I have to say it's not something that I'm like particularly bothered to wait for. Swirling Saucers was saying 35 again. Sienna and I have done it a ton of times. Chris gets motion sickness on anything that spins. So, you know, it doesn't really spin that much, but still. We're at a bit of a lost end. Loose end. However, I'm sure we'll figure out something. I'm kind of just hoping that Slinky Dog drops down to like 60 minutes and we'll just give it a go. So we've decided on swirling alien saucers, then Rodeo Roundup, then we're going to just queue for Slinky regardless of what it is because our Lightning Lane for Tower of Terror has gone to like beyond 6 p.m. So we have lots of time to get those done. There are 2 main ones that we really want to do today. Swirling alien saucers, fun ride. Not a great queue system because if you are here when the queue is lengthy, a large bulk of it is outside, and I have had days when Sienna and I have been here and done it and it's just been sweltering. It does suddenly go to more under the cover, but the first bit of it is predominantly in the sun.
Let's go!
Show me your toy actions. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Method acting. They are warming up the rodeo roundup. What are you going to do when Andy comes?
What are you going to be like?
Nice. What are you going to do when Andy comes? Very good.
I'm gonna be like this.
You ready? So excited. We somehow nailed this as well because we have literally about 5 minutes until our dinner reservation. So, quick ride.
Let's go.
Did you guys ride horses in here?
It's kaboom!
This place is amazing.
I don't know, folks. That's a lot of cattle up there. Think he can make the jump?
Really, Sue? You gotta listen out. So we just ordered some drinks. This is the allergen menu. Oh yeah, I was asked if I wanted to see a chef, which I said no, I don't need to. These are all of the options, and they're going to bring it all family style still, so I don't feel left out, but everything will have a pick in it so that it's suitable for me to eat. So it looks pretty good. And then let me see that drinks menu.
There's a sausage in my boot.
Let's see.
Cocktails do sound really good fun.
And to sausage in my boot.
Sienna, what did you used to say about Woody when you had to pull down the doll with the pull string? There's a snake in my butt.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my butt.
And then here is your sides menu. We're going to do the married spuds, the baked beans, and the corn on the cob. Sounds good. So on the table they give you some trivia, so we're going to see how we do. So Andy's dog's name. I want to say Sprout, but it's not Sprout. So we got given some salads, kind of like a Waldorfy kind of salad, some watermelon, and then there's a tomato one which I haven't had yet, and then I got allergy-friendly bread, and everybody else has the biscuits, the cheddar biscuits. And we got the slaw, the potatoes, our platter, oh my goodness, all the rice, corn, and there's beans over there. Oh look, Brick, stay still! You ready?
Where is it? I know I left it around here somewhere. Mom, have you seen my cowboy belt buckle? I can't find it. Never mind. Yee-haw! It's rodeo time.
Well done, cowpokes!
So we just had our food. We'll give you like a full review, but so far it's been incredible. We've been really surprised. The quality of the food was just outstanding. So we've just ordered dessert, which none of us feel like we can face, but we felt like we had to. So the kids have gone for a cupcake. I've gone for something with apple in it, and Chris has gone for a cheesecake. So this did have like a red lace around it. Can you hold up your 4-key cupcake? Yeah, the red lace is in coming out right now. cute. And then I have what looks like an apple crumble cobbler kind of thingy, and then cheesecake that looks like a shot, like a jelly shot. Sun is back. That was Rodeo Roundup. That was really good. We're gonna go do Slinky Dog and throw a bunch of barbecue food. Just kidding. Chris and I were just talking about the cost of the barbecue. The food was absolute 5 out of 5. It was really, really good. We have done Spirit of Aloha is the closest thing that I could think of that was like family style, mass produced Disney food, and that was definitely you go for the show. The only thing I would say is that we never do it justice, in that we have struggled to finish one plate alone, whereas a lot of families would go in there and get like 2 or 3 rounds of the food, and then it's really worth the price. We would still do it again because it was so much fun and the whole atmosphere. Food was great, all of it. But it does always feel pricey when you aren't people that eat a lot. So either go in starving or just be aware that you won't feel that you get your money's worth. We've said the same kind of thing when it comes to character breakfast. We never feel like we get the food's worth, but it's all about the atmosphere instead.
5, 4, 3, 2, are you
adorable meet and greet with Buzz, and Slinky Dog was down. Can't catch a break with that ride. Been trying to do it since it opened and still haven't made it. So we are now going to venture onto Terror of Tower, which we have a lightning lane for. We double checked all his height. He's ready. Is he going to enjoy it? I don't know, but everyone's excited, so we'll see. So we survived Tower of Terror. Arlo barely flinched, in all fairness. A couple of screams, but barely flinched. Sienna cried throughout most of it, bless her heart. But she had been on about going on this ride for months. And we said, okay, you're both tall enough, get on it. If you hate it, you never have to do it again. She hated it. But that being said, I give it an hour before she's saying, I think I might try and want to go on it again in all fairness. Oh, without doubt. That's what she does every time. Don't like it, and then gets off it and goes, I liked it. Anyway, we're trying to get on Slinky still, but it's still down. So we're going to give you the sauces again because they loved that. And then hopefully Slinky will reopen, and then we will do that and get our butts on home. So we just came back to Toy Story and we can see they're testing Slinky. So we're going to hover. Because the likelihood if they're testing it and everything's okay, they'll get it open as quick as they physically can. There's a lot of lightning lanes that will have to be pushed through if they can do it. So there's another carriage going around exactly as I'm talking, so it's definitely worth us just hanging around for a minute. You never really know when they're going to reopen something when it goes down and they begin testing, but testing is a good sign. It means that they fixed the problem and they're now making sure that it's safe for people to go back on it. Chaos. Just take your time. Oh my goodness. Everyone's acting a little crazy. Lots of pushing, lots of standing on heels. Last ride of the day, people. Last ride of the day. And I have wanted to do this for ages. I haven't ever managed to do it. We got front row. Always like, whatever.
Okay, let's go.
We're off.
Look at the queue.
20 minutes to the door. The line is now 115 minutes. So we nailed that one. And it was phenomenal. That was an absolute high. And it's quite an intense roller coaster for a kid's coaster, essentially, because the height restriction is 38 inches. So I looked behind me, Christina and I were on the front row, and he literally had booted Chris's hand off him and said, "Get off me!" and was there just like, woo, going wild. Sienna loved it. It was brilliant. These kids are thrill seekers, so they'd be fooling me with this terror thing.
Tomorrow. We gotta go.
But
To the mall.
oh, it was. We both
And
said
then
we'd
we-
queue 2 hours for that.
Claire and
It was
Connor are coming.
brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So it's a must do if you can
We're
get
gonna
on
have a
it.
day off tomorrow.
Absolutely
You'll be tired.
blast. So glad that I finally got to do it. And just watching their little faces was just brilliant. Good day?
Yes, except from Toto.
Okay, worst bits. We always do peaks and troughs when we do any trip, anywhere. So our, our trough is, yours is Tara Tara?
Yes.
Okay.
Yours?
But are you proud of yourself that you did it?
Thank you.
I feel bad that you went on Tara Tara.
Boom!
Even though you wanted to go on it, I still feel bad.
See, that's your least favourite.
Yeah, I think that was my trough. Just because I felt bad for you, because you were upset.
My favourite is...
Oh, that was mine. That was mine. Yeah. We ended on the biggest high ever because of doing that.
It was so much fun. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, that was, I mean, Rise of the Resistance has always been my favourite ride there, but I actually preferred Millennium today as far as the Star Wars rides go. But I would say Slinky was the absolute one today. Just, I was proper blown away. Mega. Arlo, best bit. Okay, good talk. What was your best bit?
Damn it!
What was your best bit?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Saving the people.
Huh?
Saving the people.
Saving the people on Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror was your best bit. That was your favourite today.
Saving the people.
Are you saying Tower of Terror was your favourite?
No, I said the best bit was saving the people.
Which is what we told him he was doing on Tower of Terror, saving the people that were in the elevator. What was your worst bit today?
Up and down.
The elevator. Yeah, the up and down.
Yeah, that was.
But what was your best ride that you did?
That was Miley's favourite. Slinky.
Slinky. The full disclosure is definitely that some days at Disney with a 4-year-old are challenging, to say the least.
I think this has become my trough of the day. After being on my feet all day. It costs $30 in an Uber to get back to the car.
Oh my goodness. I've seen it all.
go that way.